Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Today we are on a basic video. This is not for everyone, but it's a little bit about some of the most commonly used driver bits that we use in our construction. It's not a super long video today. It's just something real quick and dirty for all those that really don't know or that are interested. But one thing I ask of you is that you please click that subscribe button and tell all your friends about it. Anyone that doesn't know about driver bits, that would be great. If you want to be notified of future updates and other content we're putting out, please click that bell icon as well. All right, enough of that. So basically, this is probably the most commonly used bit in the world. And it's called what I call it is called a Phillips bit. A Phillips number 2, as a matter of fact. They make different sizes of these to fit different size screws. There's a PH1, a PH2, a PH3. Those are the most common ones. And they may have some other combination type bits as well. But this is a Phillips bit. This will adapt into our drills. There's a special chuck adapter in the bottom of this bit. So it'll fit our impact drivers, because our impact drivers don't have a standard chuck. They have a quick release chuck. So this can also fit into a standard drill with any type of adjustable or tightening chuck on it. So Phillips, they're just basically a number 2. This is a number 2 Phillips bit. It fits a multitude of different types of screws and fasteners that are produced around the world. Okay? The second one, this is called a number 2 square drive bit. And I've heard this bit also called a Robertson bit. A number 2 square drive is probably the second most widely adapted and used form of screw fastening. Not my favorite. Phillips is my least favorite. Square drive's my second least favorite, but we do use a lot of this fastener as well. We use a lot of construction screws that still have a number 2 drive bit, so we keep them handy in our arsenal. We also get some number 2 drives in our railing and our aluminum and our soft steel and stuff like that we have to use when we're putting together rail systems and things like that. So number 2 bits come in pretty handy. From there, this is called a T20 Star Drive bit. This is probably one of our most commonly used bits. It's used in a multitude of high-end, high-quality screws. Fasten Master makes quite a few screws like this that fit this type of bit. I use a lot of stainless steel, and most of the stainless steel that I use requires a T20 Star Drive bit. So these get a lot of love on our job site. We lose a ton of these, and I probably have 100 of them on site. All right, the next 2 bits I got right here, again, they're just another version of the Star Drive platform, the TStar Drive, so like a T25. This is a T25, this is a T30. T25s are mainly used in smaller construction screws and in wood screws. And then a T30, you're really getting more into a construction lag and an engineered product, like a structural screw. Structural lag screws is what a T30. They also make a T40 version. We use a lot of T30s and T40s when we're trying to hang something on the side of a house that we're gonna leave up there forever, and then we never want it to come down. So that's why they're burly, and they have a little bit more knurl on the threads. And we don't go through a lot of these because they last forever. All right, and then a couple other things that are kind of cool. This is a magnetic driver bit. So what this does, there's a magnet inside of here, and let's say you're running a bunch of T25 screws, you can put your T25 bit inside of this. Now this becomes magnetic, right? It also acts as an extension. Okay, so if you and this one's kind of funky. It does this like sliding deal to hold the screw in place as well. Like if you're one arm in it, you know, and you're trying to get a screw into a really tight spot or something like that. But this will create a magnetic tip, so when you have your screw attached to this, it'll stick out here and not fall. And if it does fall, then you pull that out, and then it helps keep it together even better. So, not bad, DeWalt. All right, so there's your magnetic tip. A couple other things is your nut drivers, various size nut drivers. These are 5/16. I modify my nut drivers a lot, so these break easier. But what I do is I'll sand them down on a belt sander so that I can get these into tighter spots, and I can sink bits or sink screws or fasteners deeper with a 5/16. So this is the most commonly used size that we have. We have 1/4 inch and higher 3/8 and so on and so forth. And then the last thing that I have for you that I use quite a bit, this is a 1/4 drive socket adapter. So if you don't have the right size nut driver and you're looking for something like maybe you're trying to change the blade on your skill saw or something, you can use a 1/4 inch adapter, and one side fits your drill, the other side fits a 1/4 inch socket. And they make these in 3/8 and 1/2 inch. I have all of them. I just happen to have this one with me. So then you can adapt over your sockets to whatever size you want, and now you have something you can hook up to your drill, lickety splits, you're in. So basically that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, leave them below. And if you like what you saw, you learned something, please click that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And click the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content. Thank you very much. Have a great day.